My name is Jessica. On our wedding night, my drunk husband Ethan lay on the bed crying. Jessica. I regret this. I shouldn't have married you. I'll never get to be with the love of my life now. It's too late. I tucked him in silently before turning away. If that's how he felt, I'd set him free. Today was supposed to be my wedding day with Ethan. The minister asked. Ethan, do you take Jessica to be your lawfully wedded wife? To love and cherish till death do you part? Ethan kept staring at his shoes while guests murmured uncomfortably. I squeezed his hand in reminder. After agonizing silence, he finally looked up. I do. Ethan. I'm back. A woman in a white wedding gown entered the chapel clutching a bouquet, tears streaming down her face. The crowd buzzed as she walked down the aisle, including both our parents. Mrs. Brown hissed. That jinx again. Can't she stay gone? Mr. Brown muttered. She promised to disappear years ago. My mother whispered to the Browns. Who is this? How does she know Ethan? I already knew. Months ago. I'd seen the text on Ethan's phone. Would you marry me if she weren't in the picture? His reply, yes. This was Emily, his ex who'd ghosted him 3 years ago. Now she'd come to crash our wedding. The interloper reached the altar where she and Ethan stared at each other like star-crossed lovers. I came to marry you. Ethan. Choose me? She pleaded. Suddenly I felt like the other woman at my own wedding. Ethan kept glancing between us. Paralyzed. Mr. Brown shot up yelling. What's wrong with you? Throw her out. Security. But Ethan just clutched the ring box. Mute. Mrs. Brown stormed the altar and slapped Emily. You home-wrecking bitch. Why crawl back now? She tried dragging Emily off stage as Ethan grabbed his ex's other arm. Mom. Stop. This isn't Emily's fault. Emily whimpered. Ethan. It hurts. He immediately released his mother to cradle his ex. Shoo. You did nothing wrong. He cooed, stroking her hair. Let me handle this. Guests gasped as Ethan led Emily to his parents. Mom. There's something I need to. Slap. Mrs. Brown's palm left a red mark on her son's face. Your father has heart problems. Are you trying to kill us? Look at Jessica, her whole family's here. Have you no shame? The commotion lasted so long they'd almost forgotten about me. Across the room, my mother watched with pained eyes. Mr. Brown clutched his chest and collapsed into the chair while Mrs. Brown watched me with conflicted pity. Only Ethan had eyes for the uninvited guest Emily. Jessica, Mrs. Brown began hesitantly. I already knew what she'd say. History was repeating itself, forcing me back into the role of sacrificial lamb. Taking a steadying breath, I strode to the center stage and addressed the crowd through the microphone. Thank you all for attending Ethan and my wedding. This lady is Ethan's ex-girlfriend. My voice remained calm despite the tears streaming down my face. Their separation years ago left unfinished business. I approved this reunion because I love him. True love means wanting your partner's happiness. Even if the microphone amplified my choked sob. My words preserved the Brown family's dignity while cementing my reputation as a doormat. Dragging the Miller family name through mud again. The guests' murmurs swelled as I locked eyes with Mrs. Brown. Her tearful gaze overflowing with gratitude and guilt. The crowd held its breath when Ethan approached the microphone. Emily still clinging to him like ivy. I regret to announce, he began. My mother shot up. Ethan. You begged on your knees for Jessica's hand. Our families are all here, choose your next words carefully. After 3 heartbeats, Ethan declared. Mom, I can't live with regrets. His arm tightened around Emily. Therefore, this wedding. Chaos erupted before he could finish. Guests surged toward the commotion. Old Mr. Brown had collapsed. Through the screaming and ambulance calls. 2 brides stood abandoned on stage. Emily looked flustered. I simply watched coldly. That night, I found Ethan passed out on our crimson wedding bedsheets, the ones we'd chosen together. You glow against deep red. He'd whispered while selecting them. Now his drunken mumblings cut deeper than any knife. Jessica, shouldn't have married you, lost my soulmate forever. As I tucked him in, memories flooded back, the desperate days when Ethan became my lifeline. After my cheating ex left me drowning in medical bills, I'd taken a bar job. The night a drunk called Brother Long promised to buy the entire stock if I downed a whiskey bottle. I didn't hesitate. The potential tips could cover Mom's treatment and tuition. I was gulping the burning liquid when Long revealed his true intent. Stupid girl. He sneered as the room spun. Just wanted you vulnerable. Ethan materialized like an avenging angel, fighting off 4 men to protect me. Before darkness took me, I vowed to repay this debt with my life. He became my guardian angel, settling Mom's hospital bills, finding me safer work. I trailed after him like a shadow, hoarding every cent to repay him. My secret love grew with each interaction, though our worlds never truly aligned. The night he drunkenly sobbed about Emily leaving him, I rushed over with sobering remedies. She's abandoning me. He'd wept into my shoulder. Little did I know then, I was just the placeholder until his true love returned. Now, watching his sleeping form, I finally understood. Some debts can never be repaid. But I'll damned well try one last time. I'd seen that girl before, a dance major with an artist's soul. Slender. Breathtakingly beautiful. The kind every man would adore. She said she's leaving for France to chase her artistic dreams. She's breaking up with me. His voice cracked. Jessica. It hurts. How could she abandon what we had? Why? Why indeed? Beauty. A devoted boyfriend. Financial security, why would anyone walk away from that? I traced Ethan's jawline. You know what? I've dreamed of being her. My thumb brushed his lower lip. But fate's cruel. I'm just some gutter rat secretly loving you from the shadows. After forcing cold medicine down his throat and tucking him in, I turned to leave. His hand shot out, dragging me onto the mattress. Emily. He slurred, breath hot against my neck. Don't go. I need you. Nothing cuts deeper than hearing another woman's name in your lover's delirium. Ethan. It's me, Jessica. Not Emily. Let go. Even drunk. His grip felt like iron. I could have surrendered, let alcohol blur the lines between us. But I'd rather eat glass than steal affection meant for another. Dawn revealed our tangled limbs. He recoiled like I'd brandished a knife, eyes darting to the crimson bloom on the sheets. Jessica, his knuckles whitened. I never took you for. Nothing happened. I gestured at the shattered whiskey bottle. You went feral. Had to clock you with a Jim Beam. The purple lump on his temple pulsed in agreement. Relief softened his features. My bad. Had too much last night after, his throat worked. Forget it. I'd nearly escaped when his voice froze me, be my girlfriend. The words hung like smoke. Was this pity? Revenge against Emily? Didn't matter. For the first time, luck chose me. We settled into careful companionship, Emmy playing doting girlfriend. Him buying designer trinkets like apology notes. When my advisor offered the Paris exchange program, I hesitated. Full scholarship. Professor Carter urged. You've always wanted independence. But how could I leave? Ethan's texts lit up my screen. Dinner at Per Se? Picked up those earrings you eyed. The city that once felt hostile now cradled me in gilded comfort. Yet as graduation loomed, Emily's ghost lingered in every silken pause between us. Professor. I don't want to go. Professor Brown raised an eyebrow. I continued. I have someone special now. He treats me well. I've built roots and connections in this city. After a long silence, the professor shook his head. You should understand the foundation of any relationship is two individuals maintaining their independence. I'll keep this opportunity open for now. Come back if you change your mind. I'd imagined our perfect future, proposal. Wedding. Children. Growing old together. Everything shattered on our wedding license day. Jessica Miller and Ethan Brown left early that morning. His mother reminding us to send photos after the ceremony. We'd just parked at City Hall when his phone buzzed. His face went pale. Jessica, something came up. Wait here. He blurted before speeding away. I stood there from sunrise to sunset. Unanswered calls piling up until I realized he'd blocked me. The rain soaked through my clothes as I walked home alone. Mrs. Brown gasped at my drenched appearance. Where's Ethan? Why didn't you call a cab? He left after getting some message. Do you know where he went? Her eyes darted away. Must have been urgent. He'd never abandon you otherwise. 3 days passed with no word. My frantic calls met only robotic voicemail. Then the call came, Jessica. Come to the hospital, Ethan's critical. I arrived to find Ethan and Emily Davis both in surgery. A nurse shouted, we need Rh-negative blood. Mrs. Brown shoved me forward. Jessica's Rh-negative. Her father-in-law has heart issues, she'll donate. They drained 2 pints before I blacked out. Waking to chicken soup and maternal cooing. I learned the truth through Mrs. Brown's venomous account, that homewrecker Emily. My perfect son started clubbing. Smoking. Even, she tried getting him into drugs. We paid her to disappear. But she kept manipulating him. The accident happened when she grabbed the wheel during their fight. Her promises rang hollow now, you're our true daughter-in-law. We'll disown Ethan if he contacts that slut again. Yet here I stood at our ruined wedding, watching my fiancé choose his weeping ex. The Browns' gratitude meant nothing against a single tear from Emily. I returned to campus, dusting off abandoned ambitions. Professor? I want that exchange program. Her knowing smile cut deep. No more wedding plans? You taught me well, love requires 2 whole people. My reflection glinted in the framed study abroad brochure. Its embossed letters spelling freedom, Columbia University. I want to rely on myself now. I want to cherish my own worth. I can create the life I desire through my own efforts. 1 month before my scheduled departure abroad, I invited Ethan to a cafe to share my decision. Ethan, I'm setting you free. His coffee-stirring hand froze mid-motion as he stared at me blankly. My parents adore you. What's happening? I smiled calmly. I married you. Not your parents. Since being with me causes you such misery, let me release you both. May you find happiness together? Fortunately, we never legally registered our marriage and the ceremony was interrupted anyway. Saves us divorce paperwork. Jessica. This isn't necessary. He insisted with forced resolve. I've promised my parents I'll cut ties with Emily. We'll build our life properly. My parents need you. Though his eyes burned with conviction, my trust had evaporated. My self-respect couldn't endure another betrayal. He'd saved me once. I'd saved him in return. Our aborted wedding ceremony preserved his family's dignity completely. We stood even. Returning to the Brown residence that evening to collect my belongings, Mr. and Mrs. Brown rushed to intercept me. Jessica. Ethan's truly remorseful. Give him one last chance. That woman will never reappear. I'm sorry. Mom. Dad. My decision stands. I'm pursuing graduate studies overseas. Please take care of yourselves. Mrs. Brown suddenly erupted, pummeling her son's chest. You ungrateful wretch. Discarding this treasure to chase that jinx. Since meeting her, you've brought nothing but chaos, disappearing constantly. Becoming unrecognizable. Jessica cared for us through your father's surgery. Donated blood saving both your lives. Are you determined to kill us with worry? I closed the door on their commotion, deleting all family contacts as I focused on departure preparations. Until an unfamiliar number texted, Jessica. Help. Arrested in Philippines. My blood ran cold, the phrasing felt distinctly Ethan. Had disaster struck? Though deleted, the number burned in my memory. Dialing revealed disconnected service. Calling Mrs. Brown, Mom. How's Ethan lately? Oh, Jessica. He went abroad to clear his mind, but we can't reach him. At our age. This stress, her voice broke. Did you need him for something? Just checking in. With Mr. Brown's recent heart surgery. Alarming them prematurely seemed unwise. My police report traced Ethan's final movements. He'd traveled to Philippines with Emily before vanishing. Authorities warned of scam compounds trapping foreigners for telecom fraud schemes, particularly women. Rage flooded me after swearing to abandon Emily. He'd eloped with her. Had she convinced him to court death? Days later. Another text, "Come save me or they'll beat me to death." I smashed my phone. Even as strangers now. Luring me into that hellhole? Our severed ties absolved me of responsibility. Then the elderly Browns appeared at my door. Haggard. Had they discovered the truth? Mrs. Brown pressed a card into my hand. This $20,000 is for your studies. We've contacted Ethan's father's former students abroad, they'll assist you. A young woman alone, she sighed heavily. We'd dreamed of you as our daughter. Though fate denies us this, your happiness will comfort our hearts. Ethan. How dare you torment such devoted parents? With grim resolve, I began strategizing. My thriving cooking channel with millions of followers could prove unexpectedly useful. I decided to leverage the power of the internet for outreach. Late one night, I uploaded a video showing my haggard face with swollen, red-rimmed eyes. Hi everyone. I'm Jessica Miller. I'm making this video to ask for your help. My fiancé Ethan traveled to the Philippines for vacation recently, but was tricked into confinement at a scam compound. He's been missing for days now. I don't know what to do anymore. Please. If anyone has ideas on how to help, the video exploded online overnight. With Southeast Asian travel being hugely popular in recent years, especially to neighboring countries, my footage single-handedly crashed tourism interest in the Philippines. Comments flooded in. My high school classmate suddenly texted about a business opportunity, their total pyramid scheme vibes. OMG, they harvest organs there. Never setting foot in that country. Women get trafficked as prostitutes. Mrs. Brown called me in tears later. Jessica. Why didn't you tell us? After what Ethan did, you still helped him. I don't even know how to thank you. Let me call you Mom one last time. This is the final thing I'll do for him. Please take care of yourselves. My video hit tens of millions of views with millions of shares. As Philippine tourism numbers plummeted, their police finally raided the compound. They filmed Ethan's rescue for their official tourism account, claiming perfect public safety and encouraging visitors. At the family reunion arranged by police, I stood quietly observing. Ethan looked hollow, shaved head, sunken eyes, spirit broken. Mrs. Brown rushed to beat his chest, weeping. My baby. Look what that witch did to you. Thank God Jessica saved you. Hearing my name, Ethan's gaze snapped into focus. Tears welled as he choked out. Jessica, thank you. Emily's overseas boyfriend ran the scam. She tricked so many of us. They took my phone. Later I realized she'd texted you pretending to be me, trying to lure you. I was blind before. I'll never contact her again. Mrs. Brown wiped her eyes. Too late for regrets. We warned you about that homewrecker. Jessica owes you nothing now. Let her live her life. Ethan shook with bitter laughter. Those weeks in hell. All I thought about was Jessica. You realize who truly matters when. Mom. Please help me win her back. I'll treat her right. I swear. Son. Even if I wanted to help, how could I ask? She saved you and your father. Our family owes her everything. If only you hadn't let her go. On my departure morning, dawn barely coloring the sky, I found Ethan leaning against his frost-covered car. His trembling hand took my luggage. I needed to see you. These months, I kept thinking, I want us together forever. He produced a velvet box. The wedding ring I never got to give you. Kneeling on the icy pavement, he begged, don't leave. After all we've been through, give me another chance. Tears blurred my vision. Ethan. Any of those 6 months. One word might have worked. But my heart's ice now. I used to depend on you emotionally. Now I'm truly living for myself. I love this independence. This hope. I wish the same for you. Silent sobs shook him as he loaded my bags. He shadowed me through check-in and security, watching until my plane vanished. As we pierced the golden clouds, I smiled. The new Jessica had outgrown love's labyrinth. ready to blaze her own trail.